For a while on this channel, I've debated which dating app is the worst. I mean, they're all, really, really, really bad in their own way, but one of them has to come out on top. For a long time, I thought it was Grindr, and I still think that. Just everything I see on there makes me want to throw up, so I think that's a pretty good indicator. Lots of feces talk, lots of feces talk. The reason I think it is so bad on there is because I think it's just dudes, just blokes on there. Just blokes being blokes. You know how we are. But today I thought I would accumulate a few things from a few different dating apps. Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, and Grindr. The big four, I like to call them. I'm going to start off where it all began for me looking at dating apps, and we'll start with Tinder. Now Tinder, it's fun for a few weeks when you first start, and then it becomes a disgusting hellhole, so I'm hoping it's going to bring the goods. What are you up to tonight? Getting ready for bed. I'm ready to get some sleep. How about you? I'm doing the same. Have everything prepped for the week, so I'm good to slide into bed. Want to join? I don't really climb into bed with random guys. Not much for sarcasm, are you? They were supposed to be sarcastic? Lol, okay. I know sarcasm's hard to pick up over text. I have trouble with it myself. I remember when I was on the apps back in the day, I say that like it was long ago. It wasn't that long ago, but back in the day, I'd always be careful sending something sarcastic because I was worried it'd always be misconstrued as me being for real. That's the one bad thing about, meeting people over text. You just can't, you just can't be sarcastic. You just can't be silly because people will take you seriously. But I've read over this a couple times in my head and I don't see how this could be sarcastic. How could this be seen as sarcastic? Let me read it again just for reassurance. I'm doing the same. Have everything prepped for this week, so I'm good to slide into bed. Want to join? I mean, it just sounds like you're being flirty, which, it's fine. It's a dating app. That's what they're for. Alright, they're for that. They're for the chatting. They're for the whole shebang. Sarcasm is not detected. Do I have the best sarcasm detector? I think it's pretty good. I'm not an American, so I can detect it pretty well. Maybe I'm missing something. I'm confident, driven, and know what I want in life and love. I work in finance, but don't worry, I keep the spreadsheets at work. Outside of work, I'm all about diving into a great movie, exploring new cuisines and planning my next travel adventure. I've got a quick wit and love for making people laugh. So if you appreciate good sense of humour, we'll get along just fine. See, I always hate when people are like, I have a good sense of humour, I'm really funny, don't be mad if I'm funnier than you. How do you know? How do you know you're funny? What, because you made your brain dead friend Jebecca crack up? Doesn't mean you're funny. She just thinks everything's funny. She's got air in her head. Looking for someone who's equally intentional and ready to build something meaningful together. Well, that's nice, redacted grey blob. That's really nice. That's a nice sentiment. And you know what you want. That's fantastic. That's great. And I'm glad that's the case. I just want to be straight with you for tonight. I'm just looking to have fun if you're interested. That's fine. If not, I understand. And after spending time together, we can always get to know each other. If you're down, let me know. I can come to you in an hour and a half. I'm confused. Redacted grey blob. Didn't you want something to build something meaningful? Instead we get this? Sex maniac? Which is fine. That's okay. If that's what you want to do. But don't say one thing and do the other. Don't crisscross. Don't backflip. Although if you could backflip, that would be sick. But I mean, in terms of what you've said, don't backflip on what you've said. Redacted grey blob. So your profile is a lie. As I said, it's just for tonight. Oh, okay. Well, see, that clears it up. That makes sense, okay? It's like The Purge, one night, one crazy night where you get to go around killing people with no consequence. That's fair enough. Tomorrow he's going to go back to being like, hey, I want something stable. I want someone I can build my life with. But tonight, we fuck, which completely contradicts your profile. Okay, as I said, it's okay, you don't have to. But if you were down with me, if not, it's okay. I'm looking for just schedule for tonight. Yeah, I'm on Grey Redacted Blob's side. He's just saying tonight. Again, like The Purge. One crazy night. Maybe he's just got to get out of his system, and then he can go back to being the nice little relationship boy. Looking for open-minded. Bonus points. Cherries. Leopard. Embarrassed monkey. Now listen, I'm 78 years old, so I have no idea what those emojis mean together. Does anyone know? Is it gross? Do I want to know? Maybe not. I know this one's like, I'm shy, I'm a shy little monkey, okay? Oh, I'm so embarrassed I said that. I'm a little embarrassed monkey. Oh, I'm a little monkey who's so embarrassed. My cheeks, they're red. They're red from embarrassment. I know that one, but I have no idea what cherries and cheetah mean together. I'm trying to think in like a sexual way, so like leopard print tits, I don't know. But I feel like cherries are more like nuts, right? That'd be more balls? Would that be correct? Like you'd have like melons if you're talking about breasts, right? Again, I'm a 78-year-old man. I've no idea what half these emojis mean. But I'm going to go with leopard print balls. I'm embarrassed. I'm an embarrassed little monkey for saying that, because I really love those things. I love leopard print balls, but I'm embarrassed to say it on the World Wide Web. But if not, let me know. I'll call you the hard R, and I have no emotions. People are way too comfortable these days. You know, what happened to shame? I've said it a million times. What happened to shame? Bring back shame. I'm sick of people not having shame anymore. Do you not feel embarrassed? What is wrong with you? Only in here when drunk. You won't be so interested if you knew how much I spend a month. Wow, she sounds like a real catch. Fellas, she's available. So, go out and get her. Ugh. Next on my list of the wacky world of dating apps is Hinge. Now I have a little soft spot for Hinge, and I've always found it to be the least insane of the dating apps, but, you know, sometimes you find gold in the shit. I don't know where I was going with that. Most controversial opinion is, if you can't control the amount of food that goes in your mouth in relation to your BMI, you don't have the capacity to raise children. So if you eat a lot of food, you shouldn't raise children. I don't quite get the correlation on that one. But yeah, I didn't know is this like a science thing? Is this like, scientists are like, if you eat a lot of food during the day, you will be a bad parent. And the correlation between that? Because that's how I feel, okay? My feelings are the fact. Man, it can't be the fact that like a fat person couldn't be a good parent. Have you ever heard of Big Mama? Exactly. So, I rest my case. A random fact I love is, I had my first wank on grade 6 prom night. I'm gonna be honest, didn't need to know that. I don't really like where this fact is going, but we'll continue. Promised myself I would never touch myself again because I thought I was gay. 16 years on, I'm now a professional, and Google was correct for once. I'm indeed straight. What's Google got to do with this? I'm confused. Did you type in Google, am I gay for jerking off? They're like, no, it's a bodily function that most people do. Well, good on Google for setting you straight. It's alright, no need to clap. You're looking very cute in this dress. I like it. Also functional. You could keep spare socks in the shoulders. You could start bodybuilding and have room for the new biceps. You could collect bees. You know what, Oscar? You're alright, mate. You're alright. Okay? I'd like to have a beer with you. Just before we move on to the next dating app, I just want to let you know that I'm sweating my balls off in here. I shouldn't have worn jeans. Bad idea. Thank you for listening to that update. Let's move on. Now, speaking of bees, I think we should move on to Bumble. Indian by birth, Argentine by culture, and now living in Canada. Beauty gets the attention, but personality gets the heart. If you believe that, you'll end up well. Pity for those people who miss me. Positive attitude, PS. Also, if you notice my ring on my left hand, yes, I'm married to my mum's love. You married to your what? Before I continue to question that line, can I just say, why does the Hindu thing kind of look like a vagina? I feel like I've made that comparison before, and I don't mean to be offensive, but look at it. When you say you're married to your mum's love, what does that mean? What does that entail? Like, are you level like 1000 mother's boy, or like, what's the go? Or do you mean like you're married to your mum's love in terms of like who she loves? Like you're married to your dad? Because that would be, I would say worse, but then again, maybe not. Either way, I don't like it, so I'm going to move on. Right about myself? Okay, so I like squirrels in video games such as Roblox and free-to-play games on the internet. I like my toys such as blocks, dolls, and toy car. I kind of also take interest in urine and feces. This whole bio makes me sad. I really hope it's a troll. I really hope they're trolling, but why would you go on a dating app just to troll? That feels like a colossal waste of time. But then again, your life, I guess, so have fun. The quickest way to my heart is fresh pastries in Paris, wildflowers in Tuscany. Oh, can't they just be fresh pastries from the local bakery and fresh flowers from the local whatever place you get flowers from? Like, do I have to go to these places? Do I have to? That's so much money. I don't have that much money. I'm poor. I'm a little poor boy. Okay, I'm not poor, but I can't get to Paris on a whim. Always dressed for the moment. My life is soft, luxe, and beautifully curated. If you believe in connection. Are you gonna finish that sentence, or is that it? If you believe in connection, what? Send me a message, write me a poem, brew me a potion? What? And from the same lady, in which looks like the same dress, in which looks like the exact same place that she was in before. What if I told you that it's about cashmere mornings, garden parties in the province, and first-class getaways to wherever is in season? My world is soft, curated, and luxurious. No, you said that the first time. You're not a vibe, bro. Alright, you're not. You don't just put words together and go, this is my thing. I love cashmere, luxury, and Paris, and... No. And you might be saying, why not? because I said so, and what I say goes around here. This is my house. And again, the same woman, in the same place, in the same dress. Did you just do a photo shoot in this place? Didn't think to get any more photos from other places? Have you ever taken a photo of anywhere else, in anything else in your life, or is this it? I don't know why I'm getting so worked up. Together we could have a cottagecore heart. Again, what does that even, what does that mean? What is a cottagecore heart? Luxury lifestyle. We love dreamy fashion, countryside getaways, and 5-star villas in... Are you going to leave me hanging again? You can't just finish a sentence in the middle of the sentence, because then the sentence isn't finished. And it's not even a sentence, just words to nowhere. I wear Zimmerman in lavender fields, read poetry by infinity pools, and sip vintage wine under chandeliers. My lifestyle is both dreamy and discerning. Let's live a story worth telling, luxuriously. Are you trying to sell a brand? What is this? Like, this isn't how a human speaks. I've never met a human in my life that speaks like this, thank fuck. Like, this feels like a woman who's part of a brand deal, trying to sell some type of lifestyle, which, honey, I'm not interested. Old school Nick's opening move. Date night in or date night out. Depends. If it's the first time meeting, always out. If it's a subsequent date, it doesn't matter. It's fun to switch things up. You? Fuck that. We gonna make out or no? What are you saying fuck that for? You asked the question. You don't have the right to go, hey, fuck that shit. Are we gonna make out? You asked the question, man, alright? We're here because of you. You can't just ask a question and go, I don't like the answer. Fuck that. Gah. I started off so calm and now I'm so rolled up. I don't know what happened. I guess that's what happens when you go through every dating app and do multiple posts with every dating app. You just kind of begin to lose your mind after a while. So, yikes. Yikes yourself, fatso. You think I'm going to spend money on your ugly ass? Didn't you match with this girl? I don't get it. What's the go? Although it is my favourite genre of getting slightly rejected and then just turning into the biggest asshole ever. So, although my gears have been well and truly grinded by now, I think we should go last but not least and have a look at the one, the only, the grinder. I don't have body hair. Too bad. I'm not what you're looking for. But I like sucking balls and swallowing cock. I'm 48. Okay, cool, man. Too bad I'm 6 inches taller than you. Who gives a fuck? You're looking for someone, right? You're 28. Have your own life, right? I don't know what manic episode this guy's going through, but I do not like it. This one comes from a guy named Fun in Undies. Listen, you can say what you want about Grindr, but they do have some fantastic usernames, I've got to say. One from a week or two ago when I looked at Grindr before was called Obey the Beast. Hilarious, alright? Hate anal, love getting rimmed and milked. Okay, cow. minus the rimming part. Don't drive or com, and don't give BJ or HJ, but do receive them. Well, what's the point, mate? What's the point? What do you do, huh? What do you do? What do you do, just lay there? Men, am I right, ladies? And gay men? Love light, kinky fun like light ball busting and wedgies. Oh, you got a bullying fetish. Well, that's the first I've ever heard of something like that, but find something new every day. Love to get tied up and groped in my undies and teased hard. Seems you also have an undies fetish, considering your name's Fun in Undies, and you like being groped while in your undies. You know, no shade here, but you got a weird thing with undies, man. What can I say? Mask Bottom, 71. No, you gotta get off the apps, okay? You shouldn't even know what an app is. Looking for hung raw tops to fuck me hard and breed me deep inside my ass. Grandpa, don't say these things. It's disgusting. I don't care if this is ageist or what, but a 71-year-old should not be talking like that. I don't care. Julian. Just Julian? Your name's just Julian? Okay, we've had some crazy names, and your name's just Julian. Well, disappointing. Have you ever experienced or heard of someone messaging someone on Grindr hoping that they get hit by a car? Whilst vehicles drive around referring to protecting women and girls. I'm gonna be honest with you, Julian. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. As that happened to me today, supposedly as a function of Grindr Extra. Account paid for via Visa payment and Google Play Store. Do you think I might be dealing with suicidal types? Religious motivated types? That don't value themselves and such certainly cannot value me? So Julian, let me get this straight. You've matched with this guy to ask him about someone else you matched with who you think might want to run you over with a car? Or be run over by a car? I'm confused still. I'm going to be honest with you, Julian. I don't mean this in a mean way, but you need to get your fucking shit together. Get your shit, get in a pile, and then some freak who loves faces on the app can dive right into that pile. Alright, well that's enough of going through these dating apps. I feel like I'm about to lose my fucking mind, so I better just, just finish it here, I think. Which app is the worst? I mean, listen, I think Grindr still holds the top spot, but there are definitely a lot of contenders from the other three. I mean, it's definitely close today. Alright, Grindr was, it's always crazy, but Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, they had a few posts where I was like, you know what, maybe they could take the spot. But that's my thoughts, and I don't want to think anymore, so I'm going to just turn my brain off. like and subscribe.
I love Shifty Drongo. Shifty Drongo.